Are we ready? Once Malin comes back, we can start. It's nice. It is really nice. I I aim to grow a beard as glorious as yours, guys. Is I'm Asian. I don't have that fucking privilege, unfortunately. All right. I love dwarfs. All right. Let us begin. All right. Who wants to recap the last very quite short session?
Last session we pawned off some shit, got that out of our inventory. Went to go back to the tavern that Linvin and 13 had swung on by very briefly before we went back to doing the murder thing, because truly they did not expect it a third time.
They did not.
They did it. It worked.
It's the rule of three. The rule of three.
Third time's a charm. We came back to that little tavern, got a bit of information from a contact of Linvin's, it appeared. She was quite amused by our general tomfuckery. And we made our way to the Keel Hall, where 13 had some business that was unmentioned, and entered and took care of it. And I think that's about where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had some food and fucked around in the tavern.
We left off.
Right.
You as 13 and the half orc came down from the upstairs. All right, perfect. Well, 13, you get a point of inspiration for that.
Fuck.
Except you already have some. Go spend your inspiration, man.
We
Oh,
do
fuck.
inspiration in this
Give
game.
us more situation circumstances to spend the inspiration, man.
Can I just
Can
ask
I-
why
can
Nestor
I
never
give-
received inspiration?
Sure, you
Can I give-
Because he's bad.
inspiration to
He's
somebody.
bad.
I was going to say,
That's
can I give
why.
the unspent inspiration to Isaac?
Sure,
Yes.
I'm down.
Horrifying.
Yes. All right. So
His perception checks suck and he needs it.
perfect. All right.
You have
so,
to me out though.
You guys can have the floor as you see 13 come down, looking exactly the way they were as they came up.
Keep notes for this game, so I have no idea what's going on. And Goomba's just like toddling about. Yeah.
We, I have informed a contact of some of our activities. And if I remember right, he said we were welcome to, make use of this location to rest if we needed to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did
Yeah.
we need to? I thought it was like
We
noon.
did.
Hideout.
Oh,
We
yeah.
short rested.
Well, yeah, but, we also
Right,
kinda,
right.
unless we're going to go after Martha, unless we want to, I don't know, do some shopping or whatever. But, we have a
I
place
would
to
like to
sleep
come up with-
tonight when we need to sleep.
Yeah, right.
And we don't need to pay for it, so that's pretty hot. And we have a bit of a job that I can discuss with you guys. I think.
Ooh.
If I remember right. He kind of
Money?
gave us.
What's the job 13?
What's the jab?
Uh,
What's the jab?
What's his job?
Is that just what
we do is we just get money from people for doing things they don't want to do because it's dirty.
Or incredibly deadly. Usually some combination of the two.
Doesn't that just make us bad people though?
How?
By like doing things that other people don't want to do because it could be bad.
Sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty. That's just the way.
That's why I want to do
Doesn't
it.
that
the
just
way
make
of the
you
working
bad over
world.
time?
The thing you're confused about is good and bad being real. Good and bad are constructs of your mind. They're very subjective. What I did was always
It's
good.
real. Stealing my lines.
You just blew
I'm always
13's
right.
fucking mind. 13 had no concept of good and evil prior to this. So that was quite something.
Human constructs. Where I'm from, we don't have good and bad.
Okay.
Alrighty.
You have to eat. Would it be bad of you to eat a
I
person?
eat people though.
Yeah, is that
Wait.
bad?
No.
Hey, as long as you just keep eating the bad people, Goomba, you're good.
How do we know if they're bad?
I'll let you
Thirsty.
know. I'll let you know. If we're fighting them, they're bad.
How do we know we're not bad?
I mean, look at me.
You're always
I'm such a shining image in this armor. How could such a resplendent figure be bad?
That's true. You're very Splenda.
Hey, thanks, Goomba. You're very sweet.
I thought she was tangy.
Sweet like Splenda.
I'm actually acidic. I'm slowly breaking down organic matter as we go.
So it probably tastes like pain.
Tangy. It would be tangy.
Or pineapples.
Or kiwi?
And you know what they say.
citric acid.
Citric acids. Yeah, it probably would be a citric taste. Yeah.
Bro, Goomba got that warhead.
Lemons.
flavor.
I'll take
I
lemons.
taste like combustible lemons. Fuck your stream, Geo.
Well, as I said, we do have a location to rest here. Should we need that? And I believe if we perform this task, we will be well on our way to getting more information. A shift of power.
Is this task?
My contact is interested in a shift of power here. The Flame Skulls. I do not know if I said anything about them, but they once ruled Skullport. My contact believes they've been put to sleep in a sort of way.
It seems
Our
plausible.
job is to collect some ingredients and then lure one into a trap so that we might free it from its stupor.
I like the sound of that.
Flaming skulls sounds like a painful situation to be in for anyone.
Unless
I think
of
it sounds
course
like a
you
good
were,
trophy.
unless of course you were a fire-resistant dragonborn.
God. Oh God, they play off of each other. It's horrible.
I think I'm 13 is gonna lean next to Penitence. Are all Dragonborn like this?
It's worse.
It's worse.
It's
I
worse.
will
Oh
then
God,
lean
yes,
into.
racist.
I will
as
then
bad as-
remember who I asked,
They're not as bad as Azamar.
and I will
Oh,
I
ask
mean, they're
Linvin.
all lizards. I'm sure
Why
that
do you
not
armor
like
has a
lizards?
heater in
And
there.
What?
Why do you not like
What?
lizards?
They're scaly and green and filthy.
I don't
Who
like.
knows what's
I
going
don't
on
like.
under that
I
armor?
don't. I don't like. No. Oh, I don't like dirty things, but I've never met a lizard who is dirty. No more dirty than you are.
I was about to say, Pen, I assure you, whatever's going on underneath this armor is far cleaner than under yours.
Filth does not cover the outside body; it covers the soul.
And it's
All
you're
right.
sick. I think you've got a like a cold or
I
something.
know I'm sick.
Oh, you think that's sick?
He falls
Flex
over.
off.
You just hear hydraulics like.
Yeah, 'cause it's at first it's like nothing, and then a little bump as the plates like click into place.
Whoa! When did you add that?
What? No,
I didn't know. How long have you been able to do that?
Goombash.
Okay.
It's always been able to do this, cause I am able to do this.
I do push-ups to be able to do it.
Yeah.
But if you're able to just do it, that's pretty cool.
So,
Pushing up his glasses.
where do we go? Fuck. Where do we gotta go for this job, 13?
So I have to ask you a question. Can I just pick up penitence?
You can,
Just like real baby, like pick up penitence.
you can try. Yeah. It would be
Like
Okay.
sitting on the shoulder, or
Like just full on, just without like a mom picking up like their child. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Are you trying to resist this, Pen?
No, I am heavy.
You're heavy.
Yeah. Go
how
ahead.
heavy are you?
Go ahead and make me an athletics check. A Goomba.
For 100 gold, you could be
Wait,
double
and-
that weight.
Advantage.
If you want to
Ooh,
raid, sure.
ooh.
But well,
I don't even think I have a.
You can probably carry him. Depends. It will just depend on.
Ooh.
I feel like I
50
should have.
weak.
I should have advantage, shouldn't I?
You only have advantage when you're raging.
When you raid.
Oh
I
right.
am heavy.
Only when.
Ma.
Goomba, you kind of toss your shield aside and slowly kind of make your way around Penitence. Penitence, you're a little bit kind of startled as this happens, but you let it happen. You see yourself slowly raising from the ground as Goomba lifts you up, and
I should wait. My max carrying capacity is 300 pounds.
Well,
I'm strong as fuck.
And yet you rolled a nat 1.
what's my weight?
just let it happen. Let it happen.
Shouldn't I have?
Let it-
Never mind. Fine, let it happen. Whatever.
As you
This fucking-
you lift Penitence up over your shoulders, you see him slowly sink into your slimy body as Penitence. You feel
Oh yeah, I
kind
gotta
of
finally clean the outside.
you kind of feel like you're in a like a water bed of some sort. You're definitely off the ground. You have him carried over like a fireman carry. And you're just
Unhand me,
move
wench.
him along. Your hands are free,
Oh.
Penitence, but
Oh gosh. I'm sorry.
Harley, witch.
Normally I can do this a lot easier. I normally am able to retain my like shape at the same time. I apologize. I cleaned a good amount of your like shin plates. I'm sorry. And I'll just like set him down gently. I'm normally a lot better. I think I'm a little bit sleepy from like doing so much while we were in the fortress and stuff. You really didn't really do anything, so
It's been a long day, Goomba. Don't feel bad about it.
as as Goomba sets you down, Penitence, you feel yourself. You know that feeling where you have like, where you've played with slimes before. It's not wet, but it's
Tacky.
yeah, a little bit sticky. It's not on you. It's just the after feeling.
Oh, bro. I work at a candy store. I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's touched an object 5-year-olds have been within 5 feet of.
I've touched, yes. Sticky is part of the job. It fucking sucks.
I didn't know where that was going for a second.
I wasn't either.
It was coming out of my mouth live, so I was along for the ride with just all y'all.
Let's power through this, please, God.
I'm sorry.
We're not getting Geo's stream shut down today.
Wait a minute.
Well, yet.
Wait, do we wanna then is there more you can tell us about the job, 13, or should we hit the hay or
I feel as though I gave a pretty concise summary. We are to go obtain a an ingredient from a woman who runs a poison shop.
Okay, so where's the shop?
Let's go.
Let's get a fucking move on.
That's simple enough.
That does
I'm
sound
good with
easy.
poisons.
All right. You said it was in this same sector, right? Or was it down back on the first, or like the slums, basically, the bottom level?
It's on the middle level.
Which
Sorry,
we
the mid?
are. I know it's called the Nightshade,
Yes, it's called a nightshade.
so I don't necessarily know where that is, though. Probably.
It's in the upper level, a little bit on the east, southeast side.
The
Definitely
good-
on
the good side.
eastern side.
Okay.
South
I am.
side
At least.
I know it is on the eastern side of the next level. I'm not sure past that.
All right. Well, it's 7:02 or 6:54. I have 2 clocks for some. Never line up.
Same. Oh, they don't.
That's
Gio, can
weird.
you? It comes back up every time I think you reboot the location.
Yeah, the
Just
just hide one like somewhere. I think you can disable it.
Hide it.
Hide it.
Why is there a big spider shadow on the map?
That is the suspended kind of upside down spider structure that you saw, Linvin, as you were up in the rooftop of
Oh.
you were checking out. Yeah, it's kind of overhanging the skullport. It's right above by the ceiling. Yeah, the shadow is quite big structure.
Right.
Quite large.
Right. I was having
you
problems with that. I
TP?
needed a flamethrower.
All right. What can you?
I can
guys-
make you breathe
You
fire.
guys can see everything, right?
Sorry, what was that question, Gio?
You guys can see everything.
I
yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
All
It's all
right.
Yes, I
kinda
can.
dark for me. I gotta reload. Sorry.
But you can see you're not wearing
Here.
pants.
Oh no.
Can you TP to me to where everybody else is? I wasn't loaded in.
Here, I will. Bloop.
Where are we?
You make your way to Nightshade's Caress.
Loggers.
Where am I? All right.
Fucking invisible, dude. On a rooftop.
Usually.
I mean,
Usually.
I think it's really weird that we are all just sort of comfortable with the fact that we, like, at any point, Linvin could have just left. We have no idea. We simply don't know.
We don't get the choice.
We don't. It's just really funny that we just have to be aware of the fact that we may initiate into a conflict or attempt to communicate, and they just won't be there.
Oof.
Yeah, but every time you get in combat, you see arrows come flying in, so it's fine.
Yeah. Sooner or later.
Been working well so far.
All right. You, with some instructions from the half orc that was running Keel's Hall, you make your way towards what a place called Nightshade's Caress. Displayed on the window of the shop, you see various herbs, elixirs, vials of poison, and baskets of medicinal fungi.
Ooh.
Do you enter?
Sure.
Yeah, I think I probably just walk right on in.
Alrighty.
Sit right down.
As you enter, you see the store is cluttered with more of such goods, all labeled and clearly priced. You see there in the middle of the shop, or just behind the counter, you see a kind of an older woman. She's kind of covered in robes, in rags. You see her. It's kind of hard to see their face, but you can definitely tell that she's very old. But they're not moving like a really old person. So.
Which primary?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will. God, I probably very like systematically like just pick a shelf and start looking to see if there's anything that I might find useful. Anything that I could maybe like put in the sheath of a weapon. Like maybe I could see about poisoning my arm blade for a little extra oomph.
Yeah, yeah, easily enough you can tell, you see everything's clearly labeled. They're compared to the pawn shop that you were in, this is definitely much more organized. You see kind of vials of assassin's blood poison, carrion crawler mucus poison, drow poisons, um, and you see kind of like a swirling red liquid. You almost think that it looks very similar to a potion of healing, but it on the label it says, "Be careful, potion of poison." Um, and at the very back, behind the old woman, you see kind of like a swirling purple poison, and it's clearly labeled purple worm poison. Also on these, the prices on these for the assassin's blood, it's 150 gold. Carrion crawler,
Whew.
200 gold. Drow poison, 200 gold. Potion of poison, 150 gold. And the at the very back you see the purple worm poison, 2,000 gold.
Golly gee, just a little out of my price range, unless we divvy up our loot, which we haven't done yet.
I have
I might have some gold.
monies.
I don't have
Where's all
Nestor's
this
small
money coming
business
from?
I have
funds,
some
but
monies.
inventory.
The
I have
old
some.
the old woman kind of speaks up, and it kind of looks at you. 13, can you make me a history check?
I would love to.
You roll a 13. We did 20. As this old crone kind of speaks to you, she raises her arms towards the lot of you, and you see her arms are kind of very withered and wrinkly, and you can kind of tell that you might have heard of creatures like this before. Undead creatures, mummies, perhaps. And they start speaking to you. What can I get you? Any come here for poisons, herbs? Kind of see a
I
smile on their face.
I'm gonna ask for some cooking herbs.
King herbs. Care for some
Herbs used in the
fungi.
preparation of food.
Oh, food for a particular person, enemy.
Well, let's see. The blue thing eats people. Smaug eats raw meat. Poorly. 13 doesn't eat. And I don't know what Penitence does. I've never seen him without his helmet on.
I am convinced penitence consumes the blood of those he slaughters.
I
World's oldest energy
I
drink.
think he's just keeping all of the stuff on the outside of him to like have something to eat later. I think he just eats dirt.
Well, I mean, a little bit of dirt goes a long way when you're really hungry.
Does it?
Yes, I do have some fungi and the similar herbs you can partake in.
Excellent. I need blue shoot mushrooms.
Blue shoot mushrooms. I might have a thing. couple back in there. Yeah.
Not blue top, but shoot, blue top or poison.
Yes, I've heard of them. How much would you like?
Like 15 silvers worth.
I can go fetch them right now.
Alrighty.
She goes to the back. Other than those specialty poisons that you probably might be interested in, there are normal vials of poison in there. Couple of elixirs as well.
Elixir.
She comes back. She puts down 3 blue shoot fungi. Puts it on a table in front of you.
Ooh. I will check them for quality.
Okay. Make me a nature check.
I think I'm proficient.
Yep. You can tell that these blue shoot fungi are kept in a very pristine condition, almost as if they were preserved as soon as they were harvested.
Excellent.
If you brew this, you could either make a really nice meal, depending on your skills, or a really nice poison.
Right.
So, handler's care.
Delicious herb. A deadly poison.
So you can just put that down
Nice
in your
ref.
inventory. And mark off 15 silver.
Oh no.
No, 15 silver.
Or adding something to my inventory. It's a pain in the butt.
Are there any haste potions in this little shop?
Looking for
You-
that crack.
You look around. Unfortunately, there is no such vial labeled haste potion. Mostly,
You don't have the rock here?
no.
You don't have
I
haste
have the
potions?
rock.
What kind of rocks are we talking about?
Haste.
That haste rock.
The haste crack.
Oh. I know where you can get
Powdered
one of those.
haste.
It was highly
That's a
addictive to
powdered
some
haste.
characters.
Powdered haste.
She just lets you look around, observing your
Oh.
movements.
Can I wander
Oh, whispered at their king.
maybe slightly away from my handler, whoever that is at the current moment, and just kind of grab one of these open, obviously probably poisonous herbs.
Mm-hmm.
Just grab it and just
You're trying to just absorb it, just kind of.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
munch
Just
it.
stealing. Just
Alright,
stealing.
Go ahead.
Stealing
and
poison.
Love it.
roll me a sleight of hand.
Hope it kills her. For once.
Pretty good.
Just
pretty good.
sucks it in and then just. It tastes like licorice.
Gulps it.
I don't like licorice.
Is anybody else kind of
Where have you had licorice, Goomba?
looking?
Inside someone's stomach.
Oh, so it's probably
Oh,
all mixed up with other things. Yeah.
Mm.
gross.
Nobody else has any shopping bits.
No.
Yeah, you see, you're kind of
Poisonous. So
you're kind of like moving your hands across, just looking, taking a vial, putting it back. And you don't seem to notice that she noticed.
It's
She-
not, it's
Or
not
I
jam.
didn't notice the noticing?
You didn't notice her if she noticed or not.
Just the
You-
sleight of hand.
It seems you got away with it.
Neat.
She
What
didn't
would
say
she
anything.
do
Cool.
against
I
Goomba?
didn't know I was stealing.
Give
I
me
just
that
wanted
back.
to see that if I could handle the
Yeah,
the
for
poison.
anybody that wants to see if, I mean, to know to see if they saw Goomba.
I was looking elsewhere.
I think
She
I will.
beat
I
my
will
passive, so I
Alright,
missed it.
I will walk up to Goomba. Hey, Goomba, were you planning on
Still
paying for that?
floating
or-
there. Huh?
I see that floating among your body, right? Were you planning on paying for that, or
Oh yeah, I have gold.
okay?
I just wanted to see that if my bad if my poisonous capabilities are better or worse than this one's.
Okay,
It's
okay.
better.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Have you ever thought that maybe we could take some of my slime and put it on weapons
Mm.
and make them
Oh,
poisoned weapons?
that's a great idea, Goomba. Next time we rest, I'll have to try that out. We'll start the harvesting process, and I think we might. This could be a million.
Wait! I think
idea.
this is a bad idea.
Harvest some slime.
I'm scared.
I want
Yeah,
to.
Goomba. We'll start small scale.
She's gonna just start like walking the opposite direction.
Nah, this will get me my masterhood in the runesmithing guild for sure.
Well, that weirdness aside,
You
I'd like a bottle of slime.
realizing that the poisons are not immediately in my price range because I already owe money to the party, so I'm not going to take out another.
Well, you
I want that
owed money to Clementine. You didn't owe
I
money
still
to
owed
the
100. I still owe 100 to the party. I only owed 50 to
Oh.
Clementine.
I think everybody you owed that to is dead now, though, except for Penitence, and he doesn't remember.
That's
I
true.
count every gold piece one by
Will-
one.
We'll see. Hey, I'm the one who's got the chest, buddy. I'm the one who it follows.
Robo chest. Aha.
It actually sits on a disc of mercury that's just been like ballooned outwards.
Like the size of your chest, 13.
Jesus.
Let's
But
get
no, I
the
will
ingredient.
Yeah,
Let's
I'll
bag
walk
and
up
tag this plant.
to the mummy.
Mummy. Ingredients, please, milady.
She hasn't introduced herself, but you know her name is Nightshade.
Okay, I will
Who would have thought?
just look down. Excuse me, or not even. No, I don't have excuse me in my fucking vocabulary.
Give
Sorry.
me that shit.
Mummy. Are you Nightshade?
Yes, it is my place, Nightshade's Caress.
I will,
Wait, so you caress
with
people?
with the entirety of my social subtlety for the day, place 3 fingers onto my upper arm, and just say, "I'm here for a bit of information."
He checking his pulse.
You had inspiration. Oh, information.
Information. I want some more inspiration.
I know of your kind. What information do you seek?
I've been told you know of a ritual, one perhaps to awaken things from their stupor.
She kind of gives you a look. Continue.
We've been sent to assist with setting that up.
You see the withered crone kind of give you a yellow smile. Ah, you seek to restore the 13's rule. But how can they ever be whole again if the purpose lies forgotten? There are means, of course. Means that are less savory than what the world above would prefer. But I've my ways. I've always
I do not-
had my ways. And they are charted in blood. You've no doubt seen the spider carved from stone that towers over Skullport. It was carved by the drow of House Tanorthal, and now it teems with arachnids. For this ritual, I require the blood of a victim. Not
Blood?
yet dead,
Oh.
cloudy with spider venom. Go forth. Those beasts have little patience. But I see you're not carrying a flame skull. I would first need one in tow so I can make my preparations as soon as you harvest the blood. I would need to make quick work of it.
All right, this is just Jacob trying to take better notes so I can play a smart character better for you. Okay. Do you know how to get their attention? The flame skulls.
That is different. There are different ways. They are mostly inert. It shouldn't be too hard for you to get their attention. Maybe climb up the catwalk. Try to jump and grab one. Be careful though. Do not harm them. If you do, they might fight back. But I am sure you can handle that much.
Understood. And I'm going to about face. Walk forward. Or, I guess, more walk towards the exit. Just stand by it. I've concluded my business.
The rest of you, are you buying anything?
I already bought some.
I will
Well,
place however the amount of gold for the toxic ingredient that is now floating through my body is on the counter and say thank you before
Did you have a specific poison in mind, or you just kind of grabbing
she
a
just
random?
grabbed whichever one. She just kind of grabbed whichever one was just an open like
Okay.
dried like toxic plant just to test it.
Roll me a d6.
Oh,
breakfast cereal.
It was a cornflake.
Oops, all poison.
Oops, you need to be an 18th level character. Roll a new one. You instantly perish unless you are 18th level.
You grab the red liquid that looked like a potion of healing.
And just
tag price
sucked in the bottle.
150 gold.
150
Fortunately,
gold?
yeah, 150 gold. In your
Okay.
in your slime body, it's definitely not disintegrating. It's kept in a. You can control your digestive fluids enough to not.
So
Dissolve.
she just took it off of it and was like, yes, and now I'm buying this. Thank you. And then just kind of whoop.
Yeah,
She doesn't know how to swallow.
She gives you the same
Christ.
yellow smile that she gave. And she pauses as she palms the 150 gold from the table. You are an ooze.
Yep, Rooney. I am. Mm-hmm.
More spells.
If you ever need to, willing to partake with some of your
What?
Why do people keep asking me for my juices?
Slime girl juices.
come see me.
I don't like you like that. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna just walk out.
She said she's not interested. Okay.
I'll get you some of the slime. Just be patient. I'll get it to you.
Oh
You say that,
I need 3 bottles.
my
Wait.
god,
Yeah,
that's
I
fucking
need 3 bottles.
We can't have competition like this. She said no. Okay, accept that.
She's got to sleep sometime.
Same smile towards.
She does sleep in a
box.
locked box.
in a locked box. That fucking
Locks from the inside.
the dragon just carries around.
Ding, ding. Give me a straw. Give me a straw and 3 bottles. Just gonna siphon this gel. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Just put in a.
I'd be worried about creating a new Valerie by separating her from her juices.
I'll put a
It just
potion
makes
of poison.
plasmoids.
I'll put a potion of poison in your inventory. Just deduct
Fuck.
150.
We must stop describing it as juices.
Why? Does it make you
Whoa,
nervous?
would you
We-
prefer
we must.
discharge?
To discharge.
Fully.
It is technically more appropriate.
There goes
It's
monetization.
Fluidic. A
Now we're
fluidic
talking about-
discharge.
All of this
A
is just going
viscous.
bad.
Jesus Christ.
We are uneducated American males. What is discharge? It is a fluid that is excised from a body.
Yeah.
By the basis definition, that is what we would collect from Goomba. No other meaning could be inferred from this.
Is discharge when you?
I had a comprehensive and accurate sexual education experience in high school.
Is discharge
sure
when
you
you
did.
run out of batteries?
No, that is when a battery is giving you electricity.
We get Goompa's discharge after she exercises? That's what I'm hearing.
Please stop. That's
Ah.
oh god.
I need 3 bottles. Give me 3 bottles.
This is going so bad.
This is great.
Right, cool. So,
Oh,
guys, we need to
God.
get a flame skull first. We need to go just get one of those fuckers to follow us.
Yeah.
Can't hurt it. We just can't hurt it. That's very important.
And we need spider, don't we?
We
Spider
also
or
need a
something?
spider victim. Probably
Yeah.
Why
just
don't
gonna
we
have
go
to go
find
get a
that lady
corpse.
that decided to not do your?
Why
That
don't
sounds
we
like
use
an
smoke?
excellent idea.
Dragons have
What's that?
resistance to poison. We could just.
Oh,
They might need-
absolutely.
They might need. Nightshade might need all of the blood.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah,
Well,
I-
they're supposed to
get
still be
Martha.
alive, so I don't think it's all of them.
Maybe just to keep it warm.
Right.
But we can still go get
let's
the
trap a
person.
spider.
I feel like we should. We also wanted to do that anyway.
Yeah.
We should
Trap a
perhaps
spider?
go
That's what you
collect
guys
the
were
traitor.
saying.
Oh, right.
Collect
But
the
first,
traitor.
we do need to deliver a flame skull. So that's our first.
all right,
Here,
lead
Flameka,
on.
Come here.
Does that mean I get to hit something?
No, we are not. We cannot hurt them.
Okay.
Afterwards, you can definitely hit Marta.
Not hard. Or she's a wizard.
No,
Never
you can.
mind.
You can hit her hard. Just don't kill her.
Again and again.
We need her to suffer
again.
and be alive.
You know, disembowel
Pump her full
her.
of hand of healing.
As long as
Bring
the
her back up.
bowels are still connected, they can be dissemed.
Oof, love it.
As long as she's alive, I don't care. If we bring her back as just stumps, I don't care.
No, 13, do you know where these flame skulls are? Or
I'm just gonna point
Oh.
up
They're all
at the variety of them sort of just circling like beneath the spider statue, basically.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
about where they were, right?
Yeah, they're not directly beneath the spider statue. It's not like they're attracted to that area, but there's, you
Yeah.
know, you see above you, definitely there's some green bobbing lights, you know, you see a couple here and there pass by.
Is anyone curious of how that big spider got on the ceiling?
It was built.
Spiders?
Yes,
Spiders
but
can
like
walk
how?
on ceilings.
Climbed
It's
up
normal.
there.
I know that you climb on ceilings.
That's true.
is this? Would
Is
you
this
be willing to
fair?
climb up there, Linvin?
I've-
Or
I am not part spider, though, just to clarify.
ah,
A
wait,
recommendation
yeah.
was perhaps to scale the wall and jump onto them.
And ride
Yeah.
it down. Wee.
Is that something you could do for us, Linvin?
It's on fire, and I'm made of fur. What do you?
Okay.
It does seem like a bad idea.
Okay. I'll take
You're
care of
fire
this.
resistant.
I'll take care of
I'm not
this.
fire
Jetpack up
resistant.
there.
Not you, but Smog is.
All right, Smog. Yeah. Goomba's making a great point. You know, if there's fire in the equation, a dragonborn's gonna have to deal with it. So Smog will walk over to like the wall or whatever, the closest wall, so I can go up and then jump onto it and try and ride it down, and then
Onto the
we'll like
spider?
fiddle around. What's that?
Onto the spider or the flame skull?
No, I want to ride down the flame skull.
Okay.
So like jump off from the
Drag
wall
it to the
onto the
ground.
flame skull, and like I'm wearing
is-
heavy armor, so
Probably an astronomically bad idea.
hey, it's okay, it's all good. You know, the armor's designed for it.
So you guys are on the highest level of Skullport.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try to climb up these walls. These cavern
Sorry,
walls?
I don't see what you're talking about.
Yep, these walls.
These walls.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Smog will walk over to the wall
Do you have a
and
climb
like
speed?
fiddle. I have spider climb,
You
the spell, so
do,
I am going to do that. And
Spider
like
Smog?
fiddle,
Spider Smog.
like fiddle
Us.
around with the plates or whatever, and like hit a button, and it becomes really sticky. And then, all right, here we go, and just start climbing up.
All right.
I can drop the spell in the chat or whatever. Go cast
Yep.
it. Where is it?
New spell
Spider
drop.
climb.
Test it.
You
Dude,
can-
new spell dropping. I'd love to peep it. Do you have its precise arcane equation by chance?
Fucking
I was
Mario
just
here,
about to
just
make
blowing
that
fat clouds. Damn. How you doing, brother?
So climbing
doing
speed
okay?
equal to walking speed, so 30.
Yeah, for sure.
You telling me the spell can block chains?
You have a spider?
Do I have a
Keep his
spider?
spider on
climb.
you?
The
He is
spell.
the spider.
The spell. Oh, required
The
materials
spell
to drop
requires
the
a
base
spider.
minion.
You don't need those materials if you have an arcane focus, though. That's what all the weird, fun
Right,
bullshit
right.
machinery you build is.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm.
It's only if it has a
Why
Why
GP
am I
cost that you
muted?
actually need
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Calculated.
Yeah,
I just thought you were
in-
just doing poses for us.
in your Tinker's tools. You find yourself like a little tiny dead spider. That's just,
I say, hey, no hard feelings, buddy, and I just crush them in the gauntlet, and that's like, the last piece that needed for the fucking armor to activate, and then just start, climbing.
I totally imagined, like, do you guys remember at the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans when they showed
Yes.
his, like, actually sticky hairs? I imagined that, but, like, larger and just a shit ton of them just
They're
spiked out of the hands and out of the
Yeah.
feet.
Little fucking plate hooks up
like-
here, and just,
Yeah.
battle mode.
yeah.
Yep.
So climb the wall,
They don't know I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah.
and then jump.
He sees Smog, start climbing the walls. Very, very impressive. They're climbing at a pretty decent speed.
What can I say? The Blood Dragon Mark II exceeds all expectations.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make me. What check should I have you for?
Athletics?
Do you need to? Isn't that kind of the point of
No.
spider climb? Is that you don't
Yeah,
need to?
They don't need to do
To jump
athletics.
onto the skull, I think.
Oh
It's-
right,
Boom.
that's
Forgetting
that's
that.
fair. That's a very different
Acrobatics.
task.
I need you.
Acrobatics.
I need you to make me an insight check.
I'd love to. Also, how high up am I? How high up am I when I make the jump?
When you make how high up do you want to be?
I would go for like the. I guess actually I would like to try and determine which flame skull looks. I guess probably the largest or whatever to ride down. That seems like a bigger one would be a better thing to go down with.
Yeah. Okay. Make me a perception check.
Yeah,
That's
whichever I
good
think is
too.
going to be the most easy to ride down. A perception, you said, yeah?
It's good too because magical entities tend to usually bigger is the stronger ones. So having the stronger one on our side would be more bueno.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, kind
Get
of.
the leader first.
They're
I don't know.
all in similar sizes. Like their
Yeah.
skulls are similar sizes, but you see kind of one that's a little bit larger than us. Bigger brain.
Target acquired.
All right.
What kind of skulls are they? Are they elf skulls? Are they humans?
That's a good question. What kind of skulls are they?
From what you can tell, some of you guys have pretty good vision, but from from what you can tell, most of them are human skulls. These were supposedly the Netherese wizards, which were mostly human. Um, from back in the history when the Netheril Empire was still there.
Mhm. Sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Target
manage
acquired, and I jump.
manage your target. All right. Make me an insight check. See if you
Sure.
can kind of figure out their movements.
I had stated earlier that I was going to position myself beneath the
Beneath them?
skull.
Okay.
Yeah. I have feather fall, so
I
you know,
also
if
have
it's
feather fall.
catastrophic, there's something we can both do.
Yeah.
So you guys.
I also have feather fall, so we good.
You 13, so you kind of climb up to some of these. I mean, the buildings are kind of weird, whereas like half of them is like, cut through by a catwalk, so it's kind of easy to climb onto some of these roofs.
I mean, honestly, it has a 60-foot range. I probably wouldn't even bother climbing onto a roof if I'm being honest. I would just get as beneath him as I could.
Yeah, so Smog only went about like 60-ish, almost 60 feet above you guys.
Oh, okay. He's not even
Which
that
is,
high
like-
anyway. It's perfect.
Is like 200
Can he live
feet.
the fall anyways?
It's like 200-ish feet from the ground, unless you hit
Okay.
something first.
I will also just to remind Smaug, I'll pull out the copper wire and just shoot a little message. Actually, frankly, out of 13's pinky, the cap just pops off of it and a wire sticks out, and they just kind of hold their thumb to their mouth. I should use this hand for a better example, and just, kind of like a, yeah, and just speaks into it and points the pinky at Smaug.
Go gadget telephone.
Go gadget telephone. Remember, we cannot harm them. They will retaliate.
No worries. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and make me an athletics check. So as you're trying to gauge, as they're not going too fast, they're just kind of bobbing up and down a little bit side
Yeah.
to side.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check too.
Eek. Okay. Or athletics or
Up
acrobatics?
to you.
I think. Let me just check my bonuses. Athletics would actually be better. Add 1 to that, and then actually fuck it. I will burn a flash of genius to add 5.
All right. You manage to launch off from the cavern walls. Manage to you see yourself just above the flame skull. Just above the flame skull, but you realize you're actually like 20 foot above it. You're 20 foot above it as you kind of a little bit overshoot as you're
Okay.
kind of falling down towards it. You see as you're falling down, you see as you're passing by the flame skull on towards the side, your eyes meet face to face.
Okay. As I'm falling, then and missing it is what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast either Mage Hand or Lightning Lure, whichever you think makes the most sense, to grab it? So I have it as we fall down. Mage Hand wouldn't hurt it, right?
Mage Hand wouldn't hurt him. Lightning Lure would.
Yeah. So I would like to
Grip
do. I would like to grip it with Mage Hand then.
You're telekinetic, right?
Oh, I am telekinetic, right?
Oh, you didn't even know that.
I completely forgot. Yes. Wait, am I telekinetic or telepathic? I can't remember. No, I've got the gravity. I've got the tractor beam, right? I'll activate the tractor beam and grab it with that.
Okay,
Iron Man.
as you're falling, you tractor beam just comes out, and
As Smaug tractor beams, I'll pull out just a feather and kind of flick it, and it just gets eaten by existence, and gravity just stops affecting you as intensely. You just kind of like glide.
yeah, as you have the tractor beam, you're kind of continually pushing a force down towards the flame skull. You see it slowly. It's not moving from side to side. It's trying to kind of escape with futile effort. As you see,
You ain't going nowhere, buddy.
the tractor beam is just like pulling it down slowly as you're falling very slowly towards the ground. The feather fall slowing you down definitely help the momentum of not being yanked
Yeah.
down, and you see as there is a flame skull just floating right in front of you as you fall.
Sweet. And yeah, once I reach the ground, then I'll tractor beam it over to 13. And one flame skull.
We're still really close to Nightshades, right?
Yeah, you're somewhat close.
Like, like a 3 minute walk, maybe.
Yeah.
Like we're
Walk the flame skull back to Nightshade. Come on.
excellent.
Get along with it, Zoe.
After this, we probably should rest before we track down Marta.
That was really impressive.
Yeah, what can I say? You know, when you do good work, you're paid out. You're rewarded for it. Hey, 13. Thanks for the catch, by the way.
It seemed as if. Yes.
It was a good idea. Nothing smells worse than squashed kobold.
What? Wait, what?
Why are you convinced they
Are
are
there
a kobold?
kobolds around or something?
I can smell them.
Dragonborn can't fly, can they?
No.
This,
No.
Can kobold?
Okay, kobolds can fly. Kobolds can fly.
Oh, I've heard that. Yeah, so that's why I'm clearly not a kobold, because otherwise I would have just flown up there.
Well,
Joe, I
remember
Can
you
kobolds
fly.
fly?
I think that would mean they would have wings, right?
Kobolds can't
well,
fly.
I mean,
It's
I
armor. It's
idea. What can I say? I have no idea. I'm speculating here.
Make me a history check for
Smog
Aiden.
sweats.
13.
Oh, natural one.
They're on
kobolds
to
can
me.
fly.
You've definitely heard of
Cultivate, though.
kobolds flying. Whether
Only-
it may be
only when you
myth
throw
or
them.
not, you know that kobolds are little crafty creatures. Whether it may be real flying or fake flying,
Catapult
Who knows?
flying.
I think
Yeah,
oddly enough, that particular language you used was just as useful as if I had nat 20'd. Because now I'm pretty sure you are a kobold. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't fucking smell. I don't know what that's about, but Linvin says that. Linvin seems to know about that kind of shit. And I've definitely seen some crafty fuckers fly.
Yeah.
And I also definitely
kobold.
saw a hand in that helmet earlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
we all did. Shooting a firebolt.
I think that just
I'll remember
means
that.
obvious. I mean, 13's got to be the smartest one out of all of us. I'm pretty sure they would know.
Kobolds can usually... Kobolds are known to fly. Not always with wings, though. Sometimes they prefer catapults. Or strange apparatuses.
Smog feels grateful that he didn't suggest he cast catapult on someone to grab it suddenly.
I'm really mad at myself that I didn't take the Mold Earth catapult combo, because it would have been perfect for 13 to just... I've been considering asking you about it, Gio, but that's a later conversation.
We'll talk.
You got him going so hard all of a sudden. He's just like, oh, that's a good fucking idea.
Sweet, let's take the flame skull back then.
We'll just tractor beam it through the fucking street and walk
Excuse
back.
me, coming through. Flame skull coming here.
You see,
Definitely some weird shit.
yeah, you see some weird looks coming your way. There's not too much traffic coming your way, coming across it, but definitely weird that there's some people handling a flame skull. Because the flame skull illuminates. You're definitely not kind of hard to hide that you're you have a flame skull in Tau. But
Could.
with your tractor beam, you're able to this would basically take up your concentration as you're using your action
Yeah,
every
yeah,
few
yeah, yeah.
seconds to kind of push it along. It takes quite a bit of time. You're just pushing along. It tries to escape, but you have a hold on it.
Yeah.
We could empty the chest and place it inside, but that might agitate it further.
Mm. Yeah, I think this is fine.
Things aren't too bad.
During your walk towards Nightshade's caress, you kind of feel like the flame skull is trying to speak. You hear kind of garbled words coming out of it, but it's incoherent.
So you have to
Right.
speak up. The tractor beam can give some feedback sometimes. I can't quite hear you.
Can I go get your telephone again and just can I? Yeah, I'll try casting message on it then. Just as we're walking, there's nothing else to do.
Mhm.
Are you attempting to speak?
You feel your message come through.
It can reply. It doesn't need to, if it chooses not to.
It replies in the same garbled words towards you.
Does it appear like it's like saying just like pieces of a sentence, or does it feel like it's just random syllables?
Make me an intelligence check. You can kind of tell that it's trying to say a full sentence, but some words are missing.
Do I recognize the language?
You don't recognize the language in its garbled form.
Okay, that's fair. I was hoping. I speak a lot of languages, so I was hoping I might catch it. All right, I'll just probably walk it on back then.
Don't you have understand languages or whatever that spell is?
Comprehend languages? I actually don't.
Comprehend.
I actually
Sorry,
chose to
must
just
have-
learn a shit ton of languages because of Geo's
Why?
rule about int mods boosting the languages you learn.
Why comprehend
Right.
languages when you can just speak it?
Like, truly, I think I actually have enough root languages that I could probably, with enough time, extrapolate most languages that would be spoken or written.
It
It'll
is
take
true.
time.
It is true for linguists. The more you know, the easier it is to learn more languages. It's very
So, yeah,
cool.
it's pretty sick. It definitely takes some time. I'd have to piece through stuff, but I went that route instead.
Yep. And in time, you manage to kind of this flame skull is very small, so you don't have to like push it in through. You just, as you open the door, slowly guide your way into Nightshade's caress.
Yeah, I'll like get it over the counter or whatever in front of her, and then release the tractor beam.
And she's like, yes, that was very quick. You are competent. Good.
I'm a dragonborn of action. What can I say?
Well, you do know this will anger the Xanathar. You are sure you want to continue?
We have stamped the hornet's nest. It is an optimal time to act.
Do you think they noticed?
They are likely more focused on Skull Island. They may have seen one descend, but from its vantage point, I doubt they know much more than that.
Sweet.
However, we do need to go find our vessel.
Like the sound of that.
Dehumanizing it right out the gate. Let's go.
As you do so, she kind of weirdly, she just holds her hand and guides the flame skull to the back. it doesn't hurt her. As while you were guiding this, you can feel the flame is hot, but it's not. It's not too hot, like scorching. It seems a little bit more dim than what it would be.
Hmm.
It is
She-
asleep. That makes sense.
She just guides it back to the back of the shop. I will,
Hey, a fellow tractor beam practitioner. Wow, it's great to meet another one.
I will. She gives you the same yellow smile.
That was the
a little
correct
bit,
response.
a little bit crooked. Give me at least 2 hours before you come back. I will make my preparations.
Well, turning back to the rest of the group, the most efficient course of action would be to begin tracking Marta and rest when we need to. But I understand most biological creatures enjoy beds. And she did not seem wholly competent herself. I doubt she will be difficult to find.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm down to rest.
Wouldn't mind sitting for a little while. My feet are kind of tired.
Could you not just change the part that is your feet?
But that wouldn't make it any less tired.
Mm.
Got you there.
She does not have muscles. That makes sense.
The slime is weak.
Good lord.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? We can like take like do some. So we've been kind of schmoovin', but if we want to keep schmoovin', we can keep schmoovin'. So
I'm not against just stopping for a sec.
Yeah, let's go find a place and schmooze.
what's your
Not
take,
like-
Marie?
In game, we've done quite a lot because it's suggested that Smog and Smog and Goomba have been at least moving for a hot second.
Mhm.
So
What's your take, Murray?
Yeah, we can. I don't know. I'd rather find this Marta and finish what we're doing, and then get back to resting somewhere.
Yeah, the only toss up I was is like if you guys really want a bed, because I don't care. I don't sleep.
Yeah.
I sit in a kneeling position and I read a book. So
We
figured
need
at least a
spells
short
back.
rest so that, yeah. Oh wait, you guys aren't warlocks. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm all
Well.
out of spells.
yeah, I
I
already
don't
used
have
my
spells.
arcane recovery.
I don't have.
Like we can start tracking her and like get as far as we reasonably can and then sleep, but like a lot of us are pretty tapped. Like our numbers look
Yeah.
good right now hit point wise, but like as far as the more impressive stuff, I'm
Yeah.
pretty low on spell slots.
Believe it or not,
All of
Smog's genius is running low.
I'm almost out of all of my stuff. I've got 2 more of my incarnations that I can use, but everything else is tapped. So I'm screwed if we go into a combat.
Like if it's a big if it's something little, we could probably deal. But like
Yeah.
from what we know, she's heading back into Drow territory, so that's going to be a bit of an
Yeah.
expedition. And so it's probably wisest for us to like meet back up with Azrock actually, and like
And she's probably not by herself, right?
the information that Krenrak provided me, it seems she's not really liked by the Drow, even though she's obsessed with him because she's not Drow, and the Drow are apparently quite racist here. So,
And would you like to weigh in?
What, on the racist thing?
as he's just like frozen.
Is he frozen? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's frozen.
Thought he was just mean mugging it.
Sometimes that's why it's confusing sometimes because he does just mean mug it, just like
Yes.
Should have taken a screenshot.
that was funny. Yeah, just it was very Pillar Man.
If he comes back in, everyone do that.
Yeah, I like that. That's fun.
Keeps freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'm down to rest. I'm also down to keep going. It sounds like people are low on spell slots, so maybe let's rest.
It's yeah.
We've
Frankly,
got that. We've got the free room, right? Or do
Yeah,
people
we've
want to
got-
start? Yeah.
yeah. I'm a neutral stance. I'm hearing a lot of like we cans and we coulds. So like that's frankly up to you guys. I don't give a shit.
Smog. Yeah.
Murray seems to be in favor of us pushing onwards. So that's one in that department. I'm in abstaining, so I don't care.
Yeah.
You
So
guys die because I ain't got the magic. That's
to clarify, Geo, the free room that we've received is a singular, like, big free room or several.
They've got a bit of a
individual-
complex.
Yeah, you got.
They've got a bit
you
of
guys
a.
can have one room each of each. So
Okay,
It's
then
a-
Smog is pushing to stay here for the night because Smog
It
wants
is-
to get
it
out
is-
of the armor and not show people that he's a kobold.
It is almost 8 at night in the Undermountain.
Yeah, we have been going for like 12 hours at this point or more
Yeah.
because we've been
Let's-
going since like
Okay.
actually 5. We're usually pretty early risers, so we've been going for a while.
Okay,
As
let's.
characters, we're early risers.
Yeah,
You wanna
were-
hit up that
we were
inn
up at
then, or-
4.
Yeah.
Let's hit up
Yeah.
that inn.
Okay, that seems fair.
Sure, they'll be happy to see us back.
Yeah,
Right, Gio?
I'm sure she will actually. She'll
Right?
be quite
Right,
pleased to
Gio?
see us. I
Oh,
think.
you're heading back to Cologne.
Oh, we're not going to the inn. We don't need to go to the inn. We have free rooms. Why would we pay for rooms? That's
The
silly.
rooms are here. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I got
No,
confused.
yeah, no. The rooms are with
one
my contact
one level down in the middle level.
Let's-
Guild hall.
at the Keel Hall.
Let's do that then. Yeah.
Keel Hall.
Okay, so all of you guys are heading back to the Keel hall.
boy.
Penitence is getting dragged along. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I have a
He's
question.
contemplating his teachings.
I have a question for everyone. So, during long rests, I can do artificer shit, and right now, I've got 3, but I don't actually think I'm using one of them. The enhanced weapon. I don't think it's applied to anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace that one. I've got.
Oh,
I can give someone a. What's that? Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were using it on your gauntlet.
I thought I was too, but it doesn't look like it's applied to any of my rolls, right?
I thought I did.
I don't know if you did. I can make it a roll right now if you want.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
How do I do that again? Sorry. Gotta
Just
go
your attack.
here.
Thunder gauntlets.
Yeah. Thunder gauntlets. Is it? Oh, that's what the plus one is. Is that? Yeah.
that's
Okay.
the plus
Yeah.
one.
Fuck. I don't care about a dinky little +1 though. I want something cool for friends.
Yeah.
So-
what's your infusions? You can switch
Yeah.
it
So
up
I've
if you
got
want, right?
armor of magical strength, replicate magic item, and spell refueling ring, which seems interesting.
That second
for
one
some.
seems pretty hot.
It sure does. So the question
wizard
is, does
perks up.
13? Yeah, does 13 have a ring?
Do I have a?
Because I need a ring to do it.
Could I take a ring off of my finger potentially? Let me look at actually what I have like in my junk because I've kind of got some.
Or yeah, check the chest maybe if there's
Yeah,
any blank rings in there.
Imagine you
Yeah, check
sold a
if
ring.
there's junk in the trunk.
Yeah,
Did we sell the ring? I'd be
No,
pissed.
you
I have to
don't-
check the
I don't
party
think-
note
I don't
version.
think you sold a ring.
excellent. Yeah, and I mean
No.
too. We could also go really quickly and just buy a ring and just like hand wave that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm certain we
that-
can buy a ring
If
in
you
the
want to
town.
go to the
Yeah,
Thimble
we'll
Wine's
do that.
pawn shop or
yeah.
a different
I'll just
Wait,
yeah.
we're
Thimble
about
wine
to have a
seems
wedding?
like
Yeah,
having a
Smog
wedding.
is marrying 13.
No, we're not doing.
13
I'm
at
getting
Love to see
proposed to.
We're not doing ceremony shenanigans yet.
None of us are clerics. Well, we do have a paladin though.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but what kind of paladin?
Who knows
Ancients,
at
I think
this
actually.
point?
Who knows?
What?
Who knows at this
I think it. Last I checked, it was ancients. Oath of
Oh.
ancients.
Who knows what ancient
That's
Penitence
fair.
has adhered himself to?
Okay, sorry.
Apparently, it's tier.
So
Right.
13, I can give you that spell refueling ring or whatever. Another one that I thought you and other people who cast concentration spells would be interested in is the Mind Sharpener, which has 4 charges, and when the wearer fails a con saving throw to maintain concentration, you use your reaction and expend a charge to just succeed instead.
Oh, that's
That's
Which
pretty
is-
good. That
sounds
might
good.
That might be nice for some people in the front line too. Like honestly, even if that's not one that like stays on one person, that can be traded around a fair bit. That seems like a pretty
Well,
useful one.
Yeah, and to be clear, Geo,
Uh-huh.
the if I were to do that right, so I can only have 3 magic items going at a time. I've got 1 on myself, and then if we do this ring, then I could do the third on a different third rest, and then if we do another one of those 3 would disappear. Is that correct?
Yes. So
Yeah.
let
Okay.
me know
The
let
oldest
me know
one would
what
disappear.
order you have it before. So keep note of the
Okay.
order we had it before,
Yes.
because the oldest one will disappear.
Yeah.
Hog. I'm in favor of that concentration one. That sounds like that can be like traded too for like because
Yeah.
we do a lot of different shit at a lot of different times. So that's a versatility that feels pretty important to me.
So I
The
think for
Mind
that one,
Checks
Sharpener
on
might
his.
be constant.
a suit of
attunement.
armor.
Oh no, it's not actually.
No.
That's
Yeah,
even better.
A suit of armor or robes. 13 is wearing robes, yeah?
I am wearing pretty normal ass robes. Why?
Yeah. So I could do the
I'm
Mind
also
Sharpener on
wearing a
those.
suit of armor.
You're wearing a suit of armor. Do you have concentration on spells often?
Just bless. pretty
Bless?
much.
I mean,
And you hold bless pretty damn well. Like you don't usually
Yeah. I have no gift therapy.
got a dummy con.
hey Goomba, do you have any spells you need to concentrate on?
Goomba did just say she does not have any of
Hey,
those.
Gio.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, I can always sit and concentrate on my dad's,
right.
but I can't read them.
Okay, message received. Linvin, do you have anything you want to concentrate better on?
I don't know. Most of my concentration spells are used when I'm leaving, so no one's really gonna hit me. And if
Okay.
they get close, I can just teleport away.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like 13 is the best bet for this, right?
Right.
Fuck.
So 13. Would you prefer the ring, spell refueling ring, or the mind sharpener? It's up
How
to you.
much does it refuel?
I think I could. Can I drop this in the chat? Let's find it. Cast that. There we go. You can read that. 1 expended spell slot. It can be a 3rd level or lower. So once a day, you can get a spell slot back. Of
So
3rd level or
Requires-
lower.
Does
concentration,
require
I think
attunement.
4 times. Is it 4 times?
Yeah.
I
4
think
times. I'll drop that
honestly,
too.
I think I want that concentration because my concentration isn't anything to really write home about, like my con, and I have
Yeah.
a lot of concentration spells.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So in that case, then
Keep the haste rock on you guys a little bit longer.
okay. Yeah. So okay, I will be getting rid of enhanced weapon Geo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think actually. Actually, I actually have Mind Sharpener already. I don't think it's applied to me though. Does that make sense?
I think I have it for you.
Or you have it applied to me?
I think I just have. I don't have it automated. I think I have
Oh,
it as
okay.
charges. I believe. Yeah, it's right there. There's 4 uses right there.
Oh, okay, I see. Sorry, this is all new.
Can you duplicate an
Oh.
enchantment?
You can
I-
have
Or is
one
that something that's out
No.
of your?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I mean, I'll take the spell refuel. Like either. I understand I don't have a choice in the meta, but I will
I
take
mean-
either of these gifts as they
I'll
are
just-
quite
I'll just-
resplendent.
If you want to put it on a different set of clothes, you can.
That's what I'll do then. Yeah, instead of trying to I'll just give the mind refueling or the mind sharpener to 13 then.
that works.
Yeah,
makes
restoring
sense.
spell slots too is maybe something you might want to keep for yourself because that's really potent for like half casters. That's a pretty important thing, and I've already got a way to do that.
Okay.
That scales with my level, frankly.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right.
as much as just spell slots, just eating more would be quite amazing. It's
Cool.
fine.
Okay, so take the mind sharpener from me, Geo, and give it to 13.
Okay.
Sorry
Do you
for
need a
making trouble.
particular, like, set of clothing that needs to apply to.
It's just robes, so
Yeah, so 13, you have to give him the robes for the long rest,
Yeah,
I believe.
That's fine. I have no concept of like what clothes normally are anyway. So
Day
There
13,
you
you want
go.
to slip out of those robes?
Yeah.
I-
I just walked.
I can work my magic.
Yeah, I sent you a trade request for my common clothes.
Yeah, I kicked you
Deja
out, Mel.
vu.
So
Confirm.
I'm loading back in.
try and log in again. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll.
13 absolutely does walk to the room, stark ass naked.
Yeah.
What does 13 look like under the robes?
13 looks much like they do outside. They've got. You notice anyone who would see it would notice their forearms are comparatively really big. Like they've got very relative sized arms to their shoulder and their frame, and then their forearms are just this they're almost like they have put their arms through small oil drums. Is almost what it looks like, but it's just their forearm and it's metal plated, and underneath you see this kind of sinuousy, black covered material. Almost, they look like thick cords, but it's in a sinew sort of pattern that just lies underneath. And they've got it along their chest, and there's some smaller plates reminiscent sort of abs across the stomach, just for sort of range of motion. They weren't built with a lot of protection in mind, so they're not full plates.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So I over the long rest, I create these magic robes and return them to 13.
All right. So that's what you're doing.
So again, sorry for talking so much, fam, but I will just clarify the magic items that I have. This is also just for me and for Geo. I will have enhanced defense on, enhanced weapon on, and then mind sharpener on 13.
Okay. So sorry.
Alrighty.
So mind sharpener on 13, enhanced defense on you, and
Enhanced weapon on me.
enhanced weapon on you. Okay.
Yes. So
you
we
just
won't have to worry
removed the
about
one.
getting rid of those.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yeah, exactly. I thought that was the
what's your
simplest.
oldest one now? Is
The
it...
oldest one now, I'll say, is the enhanced weapon.
Okay.
I'll write them. Enhanced weapon, and then enhanced defense, and then the mind
And
sharpener.
then mind sharpener is this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I think I put it in the mind sharpener on 13. Nope. I just put it in right now. Do you see it?
Well, I would see it under effects, correct? There's currently a cat in my way.
Under features. Under
Features. Yes, I have it and I see it. Thank you very much.
I'm just gonna keep the mind sharpener on. You want me to delete the mind sharpener on yours? So you don't mistake it, or I have it ready here anytime.
Yeah, go ahead then. If it's right there and it's easy to add back, just delete it so I don't accidentally. So I'm not accidentally tempted to use it.
I use mind sharpener.
I use mind sharpener.
Too, yeah, mind sharpener. Okay. So
Can
that's
you
what.
send me my clothes back?
Yeah, sorry.
So that's
No,
what you two did
Smog keeps them.
during the long rest. What about the rest of you? Do you guys do?
Goomba at some point would have just having probably seen 13 just existing out of their cloak, just were you always built for the magic things that you do? Because you were built, weren't you?
Yes, I was built for record keeping and observation.
Of the stars? That's what your name means, right?
Yes, of the stars.
Cool. And she will just... She kind of dances when she walks.
That's pretty cute, not gonna lie.
So,
All right.
she probably would have at some point shoved her sword through her stomach to see if she could produce a film to make it poisonous, but doesn't want to hurt anyone, so she can't test it.
Mm.
Do you try to shove a sword?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you try to shove a sword inside you, you kind of make it seem that your plasma is going apart, or are you just trying to stab yourself?
No, she... The way I picture it is whenever she like shoves something into herself, if it's not like something that she can digest, it's like floating, but like in like a bubble.
Yeah. So it's like
So
covered like a little
she's
thin
trying to figure
film.
out if it's working or not, and it's really not because it's just kind of like in there, like sticking either side out of her like midsection.
Yeah. It needs to be like you kind of figure out
Yeah.
it needs to be more deliberate.
Hmm. But I don't want to
Probably
hurt
with her.
myself. I think someone would probably laugh at me. And she just leaves it the sword.
Do you still have the glass cube, right? The glass skull.
Yeah. It's been floating around in like her head, but it hasn't been triggering the size change at all.
Okay. Can you roll
So
me a D100? Nothing happens.
oh yeah. Hi, Bubba.
It was so cute. It was fucking cute.
Okay.
Sorry.
13 and Limvin, were you guys doing anything particular during your long rest?
Could I maybe ask you about that catapult idea? Because just I've never used Burning Hands, and I don't know if it's
Yeah,
too late in the campaign
sure.
to play that card.
That's fine.
You're awesome. Thank
That's
you.
fine. Yeah. You've never used it, so whatever. Yeah, catapult sounds awesome. And are you
Catapult's
switching
so cool.
any of your cantrips around this long rest?
Yeah, because I would like it. Okay, the area we've generally been moving about. How much rubble has there been? Because I've been like scanning everything as we've been walking. That's kind of my thing. So is there a lot of loose debris about, or in general, just hard blanket?
It really depends on the area. So,
Yeah.
by the River Sargoth, lots of kind of loose soil in there. In here in Skullport, there's debris and trash everywhere. But the caverns are solid stone. Azrock Stronghold, it's there's debris kind of everywhere as the stronghold was,
Mhm.
kind of in the dilapidated state. But in general, most of the tunnels you've been, it depends. It really depends. If some places it's kind of solid stone that you're walking on, pathways, tiles. And some places you're in a cavern where there's soft ground. So depends.
So yeah, in general, I'd say there's probably enough loose debris for me to not
Yeah,
need to, because I kind
at
of like
least
the
a good
cantrips I have.
60%. 60% debris, workable stone, workable
Okay,
ground.
heard. Thank you.
Did we lose Marilyn? Okay, Linvin, are
Yes.
you doing anything particular?
No, what's
during
the-
the long rest?
No, I mean, we're in an inn, so I don't need to make any food. Yeah, I'll just make some treats and sleep.
All right, yeah. Make some treats for yourself to. What kind of treats do you make?
Um,
Are you gonna be using that mushroom?
yeah, the mushroom is for something else, but the treats are just like meat and some like garlic powder and some thyme and some lemon juice, and they're just like a little dry, jerky.
Yeah,
Okay.
you take couple. You take probably less than an hour, or well, a little bit over an hour, and you kind of smell just aromatic flavors coming out of Linvin's room, seeping out of it, and you make a fine snack on the road. Certainly somewhat nutritious and very tasty.
Yeah.
Malin, is Penitence doing anything particular during the long rest?
I'm just preparing different spells, thinking about that.
Okay.
Same, brother.
Is there any way I could use locate object to find Martha?
Locate object. Do you have anything familiar that Martha has with you?
We
I
traveled with
remember
her for a while, didn't
Oh.
we?
Yeah.
Do I have
So, like-
anything from her, like of her possession?
Make me a history check. See if you have anything particular that you've seen her wear, like a particular jewelry. Because you never paid really
I thought she had
much
some type of
attention.
necklace.
You never really paid much attention.
Did she have a necklace in her character art?
I do have a question. Just penitents would obviously have to bring this to me or think to. So, but would 13 theoretically be able to assist in that manner with their historically good memory and the nature of what like reminding penitents of an object he may have seen?
Yeah.
Like obviously not like super specific details, but if it's like oh, do you remember this thing that she had that was pretty distinct?
Yeah, probably.
Hey, dork. Pay attention.
What?
That wizard lady.
But
Was there anything important she had?
on Marta specifically, she kind of didn't have a lot of things going on for her as she, found her as a captive. She didn't have her spell book, and that would probably be the most particular thing.
Dang.
You kind of remember somewhat what her robe looked like, but it's not clear in your head what specific like item or even the specific you can maybe you sense that maybe if you can if you try you'd have the spell might work, possibly.
Maybe. Okay, then I will prepare it. I'll have to give it a shot then.
Do you remember that the spell works within 1,000 feet?
Yeah, 1,000 feet. Is Martha not somewhere in Skullport, or is that?
I mean, it
Am I underestimating
when you
1,000
cast the
feet?
spell. I mean, 1,000 feet is a mile, right?
A mile? No, it's a
Wait,
kilometer.
Not even.
Less than a kilometer.
know.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't know my
third of a
math.
kilometer.
Oh god.
A third of a kilometer.
Oh, that's very short, actually.
Oh.
If you stood at the middle of Skullport on the middle level, you might be able to just reach 500 feet
Just
on all
reach.
sides. Maybe you're not able to reach the outskirts, but you'll reach most of Skullport.
Okay, then I'll give it a shot.
Okay. All right. And you guys go to the inn. The half orc welcomes you in, but the your contact does not make an appearance. And you guys all go to your own respective rooms and you go about your business. And you successfully make a long rest. Your beds are quite comfortable. The half orc brings you whatever you need. If you try to call him for like in the middle of the night, they don't respond. But before bedtime, they'll generally be hospitable and bring you what you need. If you ask.
Can you tuck me in, please, sir?
Gives you a look. Can you make me a persuasion check?
Sure.
He just gives you a look. Yeah, don't try your luck, buddy.
Damn. Okay. Sorry to hear it.
All right.
It was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. I'm just gonna cry tonight and have nightmares and throw up.
Yep, you guys all manage to fall asleep. You wake up in the morning, 8, probably 9. Actually, you guys a little oversleep a bit. It's around 10:46.
Wow.
Lazy
Good
bones.
golly.
Sorry, no.
Hey, we've earned it. We've been kind of going balls to the wall the entire time.
Sorry, 9:30.
We've been going for a while. Like,
Yeah,
if you
no.
look at the in-game, if you look at the in-game statistics, we've been busting our ass for like a week.
Yeah, so this is your like first really nice like a nice bed to sleep into. Like the tiny hut's great, but you're still on solid ground.
We're still sleeping on bedrolls and on
Yeah.
the ground.
Yeah. So.
No mansion
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's called tiny hut, not big fucking house.
Big fucking man. Yeah, you wake up, there is breakfast prepared for you. Very simple, very crude, some oatmeal and an egg, 3 eggs. Very generous. They prepared
Excessive.
one for each of you. They don't know if you eat or not, unless you told them. But yeah, it's there.
I wouldn't have brought it up.
It's there for everybody.
Wow.
Like a small
Is it
glass
good?
of water. Yeah, no, it's quite decent actually. Like the oatmeal, they have an extra. It's quite sweet. Somewhat sweet. You think they might have put a little bit too much sugar in it. And the eggs just taste like eggs. There's salt, pepper. You can season it however you like, but in general, it's a pretty good. You've tasted better, but you've also tasted worse.
Are they like cave chicken eggs, or are they like some kind of other
Snake
egg?
egg,
Snake eggs.
varmint, some
Don't
varmint
have any
eggs.
These eggs, it's quite hard to pinpoint what specific creature it came from. You think it's probably not chicken though.
Yeah,
Kind of hard.
spider eggs it is.
Mhm.
Giant spider.
Were we all given the eggs and stuff?
No,
Yep.
yes. No, you ate
Yeah.
you had some eggs and breakfast prepared for you.
Neat. That's super
Goomba,
nice.
eat the plate.
No, I could only eat things that were alive at one point.
13, after it had been put down, would just like look at it, push it towards the center of the table. I do not require sustenance. And just like,
But don't you have the ability to taste it?
I have not tried.
Why not?
I have never been hungry.
But if you can still taste it, that's like the best of both worlds.
Does he have a stomach though? Like, what's gonna happen if he swallows it?
Well, my friend, I'm a scientist by heart, so we're gonna find out.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll take a bite of it. I'll
Bit
I'll
of a
see if
salt
I
and
can do
pepper.
that.
Yeah, you kind of do you know how to use a fork and knife?
I wouldn't. I've been around. I haven't really been around people eating either. So like, I think 13 actually like takes a second and like looks at the people who are using utensils and like kind of tries to do the same thing.
I will just don't try and make it too complicated. Just pick it up and just
Stuff it in your body.
it'll just be easier. I promise. I can't do the fork thing yet.
The way I see Goomba eating is just like putting the
She
blade up
just
to her mouth.
she just slides it into her hand.
Yeah.
She doesn't ever open her mouth when she's eating things.
Just slides
Yeah.
it on in.
Respectfully,
13. Think of
Goomba,
the
I
thing
have
you
an
do with the
18 in
pepper.
intelligence.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah, but
just,
Goomba's just trying to be nice.
just looking around, you ease after a couple of tries, you'd easily figure out how to kind of move your joints to
Scoop.
use a fork and a knife.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you put it, you shove a piece in your mouth, and it's a weird feeling. You haven't had this feeling before. Um, usually when do you ever put things in your mouth?
Yeah. Remember when I dunked the like? There's a. I
You
would have
also don't
removed
throw
them,
the
but
chili.
like the. Yeah, there. Every time I personally use the Dragon's Breath spell, I put the pepper into my mouth. So like I'm familiar with
The
eating.
Yeah, the pepper for you, the feeling is a little bit more electrifying. It doesn't
Yeah,
really have a taste. Whereas the egg,
just tastes like magic.
yeah, whereas the egg, you kind of you feel the tech, you feel the texture. You can kind of differentiate the texture a little bit, but as for the flavor, it's very bland to you. It's you taste something, but it's not quite there. It's not what you've heard it tastes like. You feel the texture, and you feel a little bit. You taste a little bit of something, but it's not quite there.
I think 13 just because again they really don't know what eating necessarily is. They just kind of open their mouth and just bleh, and like prestidigitate the inside of their mouth clean again. It's just like
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
it did not. I do not fully understand what tasting is, but I do not think that does.
I mean, if you don't have to, you don't really have to worry. Maybe we can find a cake. Maybe you'll be able to taste like sweet things. Cakes are great.
Fuck! I just made this a thing.
Experiment. What would 13 taste the best? I love it.
Probably something with a lot of iron
Yeah, so you guys
or halogens.
Or
13 seems like a halogen kind of person.
something made of acid.
I do resist acid
Because-
damage.
13's a fucking warforged and is made of metal.
Actually, poison that I resist, not acid. Poison and disease are the things that I am. Acid still hurts. It still, well, it doesn't hurt, but it burns.
Please,
And I
13,
genuinely-
take a bite.
I'm not gonna, nope.
Take a bite out of Goomba, maybe? What happens?
I am not going to endorse this experimentation further today.
I'd really like not to be bitten. It's happened once. It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
She took like a whole portion of my arm off.
Jeez.
I got it back.
Eventually regrew it.
Oh.
Yeah, so
No, I just took it back.
I just ate her.
and some. All right, so you guys managed to finish your breakfast all along. Some of you maybe no, I don't think any of you would say thank you to maybe
Goomba would say thank you.
Yeah, so the orc kind of gives you a nod. Anytime. It just yeah, no, don't ask me to tuck you in and at night. Yeah, none of you.
I don't sleep with blankets. Who asked you to tuck you in? Wait,
Nobody.
No.
Who asked you to?
who?
Right,
Ha-
never again. He doesn't
Anything.
point at anyone in specific.
He spoke up at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Spoke up at the wrong time. I know who he's talking about. You
Nobody.
spoke up too soon, penitence.
I don't want to hear about men tucking each other in. That's unbecoming.
I think
But
it's
Squire
perfectly
Cox is
normal. Why
funny.
are you upset about someone tucking another person in? What if they love each other?
Well,
Is that
they have
not?
to
Do
learn
you
to
not
love.
like it when people love each other and tuck each other in?
I mean,
That's really mean, penitence.
that's not what I mean.
I'm very disappointed in you. And she will just
Whoa.
fucking stand up and walk away.
Hey. Oh, she beat me.
Oh, he's gone. I can't ask him. I was gonna ask Smaug. Beans. Blake had a family emergency. Or some
Oh,
family
no.
stuff. I should say family stuff. That's what he said. He put it
It's all
in one
about
of the
that he
chats.
said, she said.
Hey.
And as you guys leave throughout the door, walking maybe less than 10 steps away from the Keel Hall, you see kind of a group of people run past you, and a couple of them bump into you, and one of them almost falls, and somebody grabs them as one almost apologizes and then runs off.
Okay, I'm gonna check my pockets, make sure I didn't get robbed.
Okay.
I don't have pockets.
I've still got him. Was I bumped into specifically? Was anyone actually near me?
All of you were actually bumped into.
I will check my things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the catwalk's kind of not that wide. Yeah, so all of you check your pockets, or I don't know. Linvin checks his pockets.
Yeah, I have a passive investigation of 20. Are my hips lighter?
Yeah, my pass was pretty high too.
Those hips don't lie.
You're 13 and Linvin. Nothing seems amiss from you, other than maybe feeling like you're missing something from your quiver, but not your bow. Your bow's still there.
Oh, they stole one of my experimental arrows. Oh no.
Oh, did they take any of my shit?
13, you don't feel like there's anything missing from your thing. You keep meticulous checks of your components. None of your components are missing.
I doubt they could even get into my. Cause they'd have to get into my arms, man. That'd be a process.
Goomba.
Okay.
You
Can I then turn and lock eyes on the chest behind us
Yeah, the chest
to
is
make
like
sure?
lagging behind about 20 feet behind you, so it's still
Yeah,
kind of
just
at the edge
just
of the door, just like
to make sure
down.
the kids don't fuck. Okay, cool. Just make sure the
Yeah,
kids don't fuck with it though.
yeah. So nothing seems to be like your chest is locked tight. I don't know how you are. Do you guys have like a padlock on your chest? I forgot how what you guys were.
Honestly, we hadn't bought one yet, but we probably would have in that pawn shop. In all honesty,
Yeah, sure. It would probably cost you a gold.
sure. I'll
Um,
front it.
Lots
I'm
of
the
expensive lock.
I'm the chest keeper. Yeah, it's probably a pretty good lock.
you can find there's another lock that's for 50 silver. If you'd like.
I was curious. Was
For how
there
many silver?
Isn't that 5 gold?
Sorry, no, 55.
Yeah, no, I'll take the one gold one. I understand splurging to maintain your tools.
Yeah.
What was it
She's got a
again?
lock now.
I'm just curious. Was the chest that important to go back for?
The principal.
It was equal parts principle
I
and
know.
revenge. We also needed to gather anyone who had survived.
Must have been a really bad battle.
By the way, anybody attuned to any items during their long rest?
Ooh, gosh. I probably would have attuned to my, oh, I don't need to attune to my robes. So no, sorry.
Who had the gauntlets? Somebody attuned to them.
Let's like
The
or
Dead Nestor's.
I think
Nestor's
Penn
gauntlets?
got,
my
yeah,
strength.
yeah, Penn got those gauntlets, if I remember right. You dibsed on them, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't care what they do. I don't use my arms. That's silly.
I think the cloak is non-attunement, right?
Yeah, the cloak. Penn has the cloak and the gauntlets. I have the ring of swimming, which also doesn't require attunement.
Yeah. So, Pen, do you attune to the gauntlets over your rest?
Sure, I'll do that.
As you attune, when you
Ooh,
attune,
we forgot to identify them. Haha.
when you attune to it, you feel. So you take off your greaves that are your gauntlets that you previously had, and you put on these gauntlets. You feel you feel a searing pain as you attune to these gauntlets. Over the course of the hour, do you
It's just tier testing him.
persevere?
Yeah, it's a test.
Do you still
Great power requires great
Because
sacrifice.
the tuning takes at least an hour. This is gonna take a whole ass hour of pain. Do you persevere?
Easily persevere.
You didn't even think to maybe come back to it and ask? All right, fair enough. Just checking. Just want to make sure.
This is why he needed
Real
tucking in.
growth
This
happens.
is actually why he needed tucking in.
I forgot about the gauntlets. He didn't ask. I didn't care.
Yeah, so
That's on him.
Searing pain spikes through your arms. It seems like it's burning, peeling as it burns. It almost feels like it's eroding. And as you finish, these gauntlets feels like a second flesh, almost second, like it feels part of you. If you try to remove it, you can't.
Oh, that just and these were on Nestor too.
He didn't.
No, these were on the guy that we killed, wasn't it? No, they were on Nestor's corpse?
Yeah, well,
That guy's nuts.
because this was Nestor's magic thing from
Mr.
the Maddest Mage.
Mr. Game Show Master.
Oh, that's right. Damn,
They
Penitent's
never-
walking out.
Did
with-
he had
never
the he
attuned to it.
lost his ability?
They never attuned to it.
Oh,
You didn't have time. You didn't have time to tune to anything.
Well, he died much quickly after that.
Yeah. So
Well-
yeah. No, pretty much.
there is no too high a price to pay for power.
yeah, so you're attuned to it, for better or for worse now.
What's it do?
You feel lighter. Your punches feel stronger. You definitely feel power seeping from these gauntlets. You can't take them off, though.
I cannot take them off. Take it off. I can't.
Now I'm worried about using this ring a little bit contextually. But that's
So you don't attune to the ring, right?
Take it off.
no. I'm attuned to the ring. Yep. I've actually been attuned to the ring for a short rest or two.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
nothing happens.
does anything? Nothing happens. Okay.
So
So far, I also haven't used it yet, so that'll
you
be
haven't
interesting.
used it yet. Yep. Nope. Okay. Yeah. So you guys check your pockets, everything.
Linvin's missing something.
Couple arrows.
Lyndon, you check your arrows. It doesn't look like anything is missing there. You just have a feeling of missing something.
Great, they stole my soul.
But nothing happens. The figures run off. And unless you're gonna be chasing them down, they're gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase him down. Start stabbing him with arrows.
Dead ass.
Oh, it's
I'm here for it.
They were running for something.
Running. Well, I mean, so where I'm from, if you see somebody running, you follow them and you run as well. You don't stay and try and figure out what they're running from. Are we gonna
Okay,
find
who's
out what
gonna?
they're running from?
Yeah, true. Are we gonna find out what they're running from? No, Geo just saw a message from our other DM, and everyone is now making the face of like, man, I don't know.
So what are you guys doing?
Happened to your hair?
Are we gonna see
Oh, there
what?
we go. All right.
Are we gonna see what they're running from?
Yeah.
So you're looking at the opposite direction. Oh,
Yeah.
Right. Direction they came from.
okay.
Yeah, big spider. I'm leaving.
Yeah. So you guys are at the middle level, middle catwalk area in the middle skullport. You wait. You wait a couple, a couple seconds to see if anything is gonna come out of
Miss?
the corner. But nothing comes out of the corner. It's pretty dark in here. But a couple seconds later, you feel kind of a brisk, cold wind move past you.
Oh, what?
What?
Like a brisk
cold?
breeze. A
Ugh.
breeze pass
You-
by.
Brisk
I-
breeze?
Does it feel more brisk than would naturally be occurring from children running?
It probably is just from the ocean, and we just probably there. I mean, there is all that ocean water. It's cold.
Yeah, it kind of feels like, somewhat the same breeze that you would feel like at a fresh if you're like in the ocean, like at the top of a cliff of an ocean. um Nothing
We are.
ominous really.
That is
It's not that
kind of where we are, though.
it's not
So that
that
seems
bone
pretty normal.
chilling. But other than that, nothing. You wait a couple minutes, nothing comes out of the corner.
All right. Let's go find that treacherous bitch.
Alrighty.
Last we heard, it was
Jeez,
drow
what time is
territory, so we probably should probably scoot on over to the what's it called? Azrock Stronghold. Honestly, probably want to. Oh right, we were supposed to find that dickhead's daggers. He'd probably be
Yeah.
pissed if we
fuck.
came back.
No, I remember the one thing I do remember is that it was like the Band of the Iron Hand or something, and they were on the
Yeah.
lower level.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
We have to
right.
go deeper anyway. That's fair. That's fair.
You have to go deeper.
Deeper.
That's right. Well, perfect then. Let's go find this bitch. Maybe we'll get some goons to help us just slaughter, just wholesale. We're just gonna start fucking killing Xannies.
Yeah.
So,
Azrock, we're about to run another campaign through Drow territory.
so from what you know in Skullport, I don't know if you guys can zoom out. You see at the top right corner there. Oh wait, it might be the middle.
Yeah, we're on the wrong level.
The middle level. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Wait.
I forgot we knew where Marta was.
Yeah, we don't literally know she went there, but we know that's what she did last time, and that she seemed to want to get away from us. So, like, frankly, we don't actually know that she's there. It's just kind of the only lead. Like, we have no idea where else she would have gone. She clearly wasn't very strong, so the idea of her, like, she had some tools, but she wasn't super.
You knew she
Super
could at least cast
competent.
spells.
At least a handful
You
of
knew
them,
she could
yeah.
spell
So, like,
you can see lower Skullport.
Yep.
The
oh
top,
goodness, yes.
top right
Streamfall
corner
Pass.
has
Yeah.
Thaglar's Foundry. Seems to be a path, or a cavernous path leading, people would say, to Azrock's Fort, if you so choose. They do warn you that it's somewhat treacherous, and there might be you feel kind of the heat coming from this foundry. You see as you pass by, there is a kind of steam vents connected up, and exhaust coming out into Steamfall Pass, where when they're running things at the foundry, it seems to blow out steam towards the pass, and it's scorching hot heat. Um, you kind of even feel it here. You don't see the steam. There's like tubing or exhaust coming out. It's like farther in, but you don't even directly feel it, but you kind of feel the presence of the heat coming off of it.
And the alternative would be fording back up the river, which really isn't in our wheelhouse right now, I don't think.
Yeah, there'd be a rowing upriver. But it is possible.
Well, yeah, because Goomba's also not a... I don't think... You were fine in the water, were you? Or did you try?
I don't mind the water all that much. We don't know exactly what'll happen if I fully submerge myself in it, though.
We could also just put you in your box.
Yep.
And just one of us
Did we
carry
put
you.
Goomba in the kennel?
Did we put Goomba in the kennel? Because, like, I have... Penitence and I can magically swim. Smog would be a bit of a wild card. So it's an option. We could go back up that way, but...
I could swim as well as I can walk.
Yeah.
Aren't cats afraid of the water?
You ever seen a tiger?
You ever seen a
Not
tiger?
in person.
Tigers love water.
Tigers do love water, it's true.
Hmm.
They're
I
fuzzy
do love
little...
water. Maybe
They love
I'm a
to swim.
tiger.
So yeah.
As do Maine Coon.
Yeah, we kind of discovered that today. Vel and I were taking a shower, and our cat kept fucking coming in between the outer and inner shower curtains, and just like, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, just like, could you fuck off?
Can you, like, fucking wash my hair in peace? Go away.
Yeah, my cat does that too. He gets on the lip of the tub, pokes his head out.
Yep.
Like, what's going on in here? And I'm like, get the fuck
What
out of
are
here.
you doing?
So yeah, what do you guys think? We can try to deal with steam, or we can try to deal with swimming.
Honestly,
I don't mind swim.
I don't mind to swim. We'd have to go back down through Skull Island, though.
No.
Oh, just that is a fair point, and security is bound to be pretty tight up this. This is probably
We don't
fine. We'll
have
just
to-
deal.
We don't have to
can't-
go to Skull Island, do we?
We do have to pass
Yeah.
it. Skull Island guards that entrance.
Yeah, but we can swim around it.
We could swim around it, but like, there's a pretty high likelihood. I guess we have a handful of invisibility tactics. We should be
I'd
fine.
really like to avoid going back to something we've already done.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like security is definitely going to increase, if not already, then in the next couple of days. And I just don't want to poke the. They didn't expect it a third time. They definitely expect a fourth. They are 100% ready for a fourth, so we should not be anywhere near it.
I think
Yeah,
same
let's take
four
the steam
times the
test.
charge, right?
Yeah.
No, third time's the charm, and we saw that. It worked.
It worked the third time. I don't want to poke the bee's nest a fourth. I'm not going to push my luck again. I think we already got 2 people killed on the second attempt, so we really should not, frankly.
Well, to be
We
fair,
can-
we didn't get anybody killed. It was more Clementine got everybody killed.
I got everybody killed. We need to be
Throwing
honest
the blame
about
game
that.
around.
I
I
13.
love that look, Val.
I brained the guy. That was me. That was not Clementine.
She
However,
forced
that
her way in, though.
however
She
that
did
being
wait for 3
said,
minutes.
Yeah,
barring me transforming into something weird,
a T-Rex.
I got nothing. I got nothing for that heat. So we might
Yeah.
just kind of have to deal with it. You said it was scalding.
A little bit
Would I be-
scalding. There is, it's not scalding all the time, but, like, it's scalding at certain intervals.
Okay. Would I be able to, just as a test, when one of those scalding bursts come out, can I just shoot through the steam with a ray of frost? I want to see what happens.
Okay. You shoot through the steam and with a ray of frost. You see kind of the ray almost go through, but on like there's kind of certain layers of steam in it. It goes through the first layer, but it dissipates quickly at the second layer of steam. So
Oh, it's super fucking hot. Okay. And how quickly was that steam moving? Would it be feasible for me to like flick out a couple of those behind us before it reaches us? Based off of the speed of that interaction that just happened?
probably not a couple, maybe one.
Probably. Maybe one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that steam's gonna hit us once or twice. It seems we will have to contend with the steam, at least as we move through. Unless somebody thinks they can convince them to stop their work for however long that would take.
I could just absorb them for a little while, and then we'd be able to get through. But my skull, and she like clanks her knuckle against the Durgar skull in her head. Hasn't been working right, so I don't know how many people I can suck in.
Can we just... What are the odds we can just take it? What if we just run? What if we just run really fast?
Run.
How far in does the steam go? Can we tell?
The far end, it's quite a far ways off from like Thoglar's Foundry. Probably a couple 100 feet. You feel the heat coming off of it, like as you're entering it, but it's not quite scalding from the entrance, but definitely as you go further in, and every time it breathes steam out, you feel.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel pain, so I leave that up to the biologicals.
I don't really technically feel pain either.
Well,
Not much.
I don't think we really get a say in this matter, do we?
Oh, true. I don't have blood.
Hmm.
You're muted.
The whole dying
Hold on, sorry, I was just talking to some folks.
penitence, would you be able to
So-
convince the workers inside to stop working for a moment?
Mm,
Would you
I
be
can
able
see
to
what I could
convince
do.
them to shut down the foundry?
For a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, just however long it takes
yeah.
to walk 1,000 feet, which is like, what, 5 minutes? Hey guys, just take an early lunch break.
Yeah, I'll walk in there. Hey, fellas.
You walk in there and you see kind of like ugly stone foundry. It's very tall, 4 stories tall, almost like it's from the bottom of Skullport all the way to the top. You see a bunch of Duergar smiths working away at it. There's probably like a dozen of them. There's seems to be another Duergar with like a whip that's like whipping, like he's not whipping them, but he has you notice that he has it in his hand. These Duergar seem to be like fashioning weapons, armor, tools. They're working diligently. It's very hot in here. Right now, as you walk in, no one seems to pay attention to you. It's very loud, metal clanging on metal.
Then I will walk up to the guy with the whip. Hello. Good evening, sir. I have to ask you a favor.
It's morning.
Oh, sorry. Ooh, off the plot. Good morning, sir. Bright and early day, working hard as usual. Can I ask you a favor?
Right, and what gives you the matter to bother us here? How does it work?
Well,
He gives you a really stern look. You know, his face is very pale, like his eyes are kind of black. very short stature, but you kind of almost feel small under his gaze.
Mm. Hold on. Let me look up what a Duergar looks like. Or like
Duragar. They look
We're-
like
we're
subterranean dwarves.
trying to get through up towards Azrock.
Yeah.
Ooh, his
So
picture froze
dwarves.
again.
Oh, well,
They're subterranean dwarves, so picture like dwarves with
Sub-
anemia
people
and albinism.
really
Isn't
Really-
that a redundant statement?
hate drow.
dwarves?
Did that one go through?
What were you saying?
No, I didn't hear what you said. That's a fair point,
Or do
Murray.
they hate drow? Drugers.
I think I
work with drow.
Cut
often.
out. Would
The
would these guys realistically hate drow?
No.
No, not necessarily. We kind of find a way to coexist with them,
Huh.
as they are both
Yeah.
usually found in the other part.
Then- We need to travel through the steam caverns. And your foundry impedes us.
And that's my problem. How?
Because penitence is about to make it your problem.
Well, it's not a problem. I'm simply
All right.
asking if
Then
you
why are we
could
here? If there's
just-
no problem.
I
Alright,
just would
stop
like
wasting
to
my
have you
time.
guys take a
We
10-minute
got-
break.
We got shit to do. Unless you're planning to make some weapons in here, work under us, then get the fuck out of here.
Can I put my hand on his shoulder and squeeze really tightly?
Okay.
Just say like,
Are you trying to
shut
intimidate?
this
let's
fucking
just
place
start
down for
combat.
10 minutes. Yeah, I'm trying to intimidate. Shut this fucking place down, and I won't paint the walls with you guys.
Okay, roll me an intimidation check. God damn.
Advantage. That totally deserves advantage. Just saying.
I also have a +2.
Sure, go
Plus
ahead and roll.
2?
Yeah, because of my black helm.
Oh.
That's right. That shit is intimidating.
As you put your hand down, the Duergar kind of, you see his demeanor kind of from take a couple steps down, and they go, all right, well, would love to do that, but the foundry kind of runs itself. Are you talking about the workers here, or?
Just the steam.
Just the steam. Just let us walk through. Is there any
That's-
way you can shut that down?
That's kind of an impossible thing. As soon as we start it in the morning, can't stop it.
How much golden weapons do you guys make here a day?
Enough. Xanathar's
Enough?
Guild gets most of it. It's an order from the Xanathars.
So 10 gold wouldn't be worth shutting this place down.
Yeah,
No?
definitely. Fuck no.
Well,
Do you have
what's
any
worth
large
more?
boards
is,
of wood?
Is it 10 gold or is it going to be your life?
All right. Well, even if you take my life, please, I got family.
I do not think he is the head of the snake penitence.
I can't really stop it. That's not really my call. Sorry.
Do you guys have any? Do you have any long
Really
boards
fucking
of wood?
disappointing.
If you want to come back tomorrow, and then they can maybe convince them to pause it for a little bit, maybe an hour. You really need it.
Okay, out of character. Should we wait until tomorrow? Because I feel like that's pretty generous.
It is. It truly is. And frankly, it would take us about that much time if we looped back down anyway. So it doesn't really make much of a difference. And we could also just go when they close for the night.
Also, doesn't Murray need to do their thing for the night?
They do.
Yeah, I gotta
So
go.
This
yeah,
would be a good time to break, maybe.
Yeah.
you guys will think about that for next session as
Yeah.
we end this session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie
All
dokie.
right. Big Pogs. Pleasure
Alrighty.
playing.
Big bugs.
I'll see you next time, Murray, and everybody else.
Yeah. See you
I'll
guys.
see ya.
I'll see you in like 5